And that's the first instance. What Mr. President did was removing the fuel subsidy. He was trying to make sure that there's a lot of resources coming into Nigerian governments, in Nigerian ports, so that they can spend money. And there is one thing, if you look at it, yes, the money is coming in, but what the question is, the value of that money in the markets, does it reflect on the people? Yes, he has very good policy as we speak. But who drives that policy is another question. Mr. President needs technocrats. He needs people who will not say, I'm APC, this is APC government. Mr. President has to bring everybody together, irrespective of party. Nothing stops Mr. President to invite P2B. What do you have for the people? You need to support the government. He has rights. P2B can go to Mr. President. I want to suggest this to you so that the people can be liberated in this hardship quagmire. Just like Bsil Maduka. Mr. President, when I'm doing this address, let him know that there's somebody like Bsil Maduka. This is what I have on the table for him. If he asks me, Bsil, what do you have on the table for Nigerians so that we can create this economic prosperity and this renewed hope? Yes, I wouldn't mind. Because if in my own private sector, driving over 100 and something staff across the globe, even across board, with efforts as a private sector, and also as a philanthropist in my state. For us to come together to drive this policy, I think within the 4 years, Nigerians will be liberated.
Okay. Sir, you just talked, you are a chieftain of the Labour Party, and 1 year after, if you try to look at what the presidential candidates of the Labour Party have been doing so far, is criticism of the government policies. In fact, these recent Supreme Court judgments where everybody is, hailing the president, I think he has not spoken about that. It's criticism upon criticism. So what do you have to say about that? What are your calls to him?
I think, to my own understanding, he as an individual, is what your perception is what you can say. You see, government is collectivism. I think being critical to each government, I think is better when you are in the house. I think opposition is better when you are in the house, so that when you are saying it, they will now know that you are contributing. If you are outside saying this, saying that, people might not take you serious. Because at times we can say that talk is cheap. Oh, if I'm Mr. President, I will do this. I would have done this. I would have done this. But when you are given opportunity, you know that the dynamics will change. Now, since he is not Mr. President now, I think his views will be more pronounced, will yield more fruitfulness. If once a while he visits Mr. President, say, Mr. President, I want you to do this, do that. Because all the people want to rule is Nigerians. How? We want to liberate them. It doesn't matter that it's only you must be the driver, only you can be the best driver. No. Anybody can drive. Some people might have their own shortcut. I think Mr. P2B, maybe he might say something. I cannot answer for him. The time is about, I think the judgment came in about 1 week ago. I think he still has something to say. But when I say that opposition is good when it is well channeled, you can call Mr. President and say, this program, you can add it to liberate the people of Nigeria. I think it might also make more meaningful.
Okay, just as you have said, you needed the president to also go outside the party. Like the FCT minister is from the PDP.
Yes.
He has so many other persons who are in his cabinet,
Good.
which you think that they are capable of handling the situation to give the renewed hope to the Nigerians.
Yes.
Just like you are, you mentioned yourself,
Yes.
and that Peter Obi.
Yes.
Today, we have Labour Party crisis. You are there. Peter Obi is the leader of that party. The party is yet to settle. How do you think the president will feel that people like you, like Peter Obi, should be able to solve the general problem of Nigeria if you cannot put a rest to the issue in your party?
Yeah, I think they're on it. Party crisis is always normal. In a polygamous home, there must be a fight. I think they are trying to solve their problems. What we are talking now is Nigerian problems, the economic problems. It's not party affair again. Everybody goes to the same market, dollar, banging, inflation all over the place. The issue now is how do everybody come together in collectivism to see the warfareism of Nigerian people. Because if everybody is hungry, you are criticizing, you are running haters, and nobody will listen to you. I think it's high time, since Labour Party, they will solve their problems. What we are talking today is not a party issue. We are talking about Nigerian people, the great nation of our time.
So what is it that you want to bring on board that those there have not got? What is it that you have?
If someone like me, about 15 years ago, I was able to set up Virgin Group. Today, I have over 100 and something staff across the globe, 3 PhD holders, some expatriates across the globe. With little initiative I have, I want to tell you something. Last sometime in February, March, my company was invited. We only 6 companies from Nigeria by U.S. Embassy. We were invited. We were in U.S. in Las Vegas, where all the world's major players in the industry. It was then the representative from Iran. They came and said, when they heard I'm from Nigeria, so person. And it happened that I led the team. They said, Nigeria is a great country. I said, yes, of course. How is your president doing? In fact, I told them what my president was doing. I said, are we talking about parties? No. The image of every country matters. So, as an international businessman, when such people are trying to reach Mr. President, it does not mean that he's only a minister or a senator or whatever. It is your image, your company that represents you are from Nigeria. You have a global image. It is people like us that will tell Mr. President, this is what is happening in the business world, the international best practices, for us to have direct investments. It is such people, maybe Iranian government, they want to come into Nigeria because we met somewhere where they know the platform we met. Say, come and see my Mr. President. I don't think that when I say Mr. President, ask me to come, because I have to make myself available. By so doing, there may be a lot of direct foreign investments. So I'm available for Mr. President either to support me in my business. Moreover, I've not done any contract all my life in government. I don't do government contracts. I've never, from local government to president, I've never. Say, supply regularly what I've never done that all my life. And I'm not interested. It's how do we link up Nigeria to international economics? where foreign direct investors will see our place as their destination point. So if Mr. President asks my opinion, say, Bsil, what do you have on the table? I will put what I have on the table. He will put his own for us to drive Nigeria.
Okay, sir. I know that there is an allegation right now that the president is not accessible. Recently, this allegation came out by Mr. Ndume. What I want to ask is, you've shown commitment that you're ready to help. If he's not coming to you, can the opposition form, I don't know, some sort of coalition or group and go and meet him and say, okay, we are ready to help. We are ready to do this. This is our advice. Have you even made such a move, or you're waiting to be called?
No, I'm waiting to be called. I'm yet to make such move. Because I see to it that opposition at times is better in the house. If you are within, we promise Nigerians economic prosperity, renewed hope. If those government team, those teams are sincere, because that is the policy statement, they will always remind the world, see what we promised Nigerians. How far have we done this? Mr. President, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do that. Because if you're outside, people, they will look at it, opposition people, they are looking for contract, they are looking for recognition, we're going to give them money, you will not hear their mouth again. No, I don't. In fact, to the glory of God, I'm not part of that. It is what do I contribute to Nigeria in my time? Because every government comes and goes. The coming generations will hold us responsible someday. That's all of us were there. Nobody will be talking about opposition that time. They will say, you people squandered Nigeria economy, you have done this. That is why it is no good for a party when they're in government, they will not see themselves as, carry go. There's opportunity to do whatever we're in government. Nigerian, anybody God helped to be in power